Hi everyone, my name is Emma Carmen and we are back with our second episode today of Conversations with Coaches. Up next will be Katie Nunley from Frostburg State University. Katie was a 3-year member of the Alderson-Broaddus Acrobatics and Tumbling program from 2013 to 2016 and was a part of the inaugural team in 2013. She helped the battlers qualify for the top 8 of the NCATA national championships in each of her 3 seasons there, and she qualified for pyramid and acro event finals in 2014. Nunley came to Frostburg State after serving as an assistant acrobatics and tumbling coach at Adrian College. Since September of 2018, she will be joining us in just a second. In her only year with the Bulldogs at Adrian College, she signed 14 incoming first-year athletes and helped AC to 4 wins in 7 of their meets. Katie is a graduate of Alderson-Broaddus, where she earned her bachelor's degree in biology in 2018. She'll be joining us in just a second here. Yesterday, I had the chance to talk to Shayla Moore and Michael Edelin, which you can view on all our social media pages. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, Katie.
Thank you, Emma. I'm super excited to be on here and get to talk all about acro and everything with you.
Of course. So let's just start off with a quick introduction to where exactly your guys' school is. And every single school is a little bit different with division-wise within the NCATA. So just talk a little bit more about that.
So Frostburg is actually located in Western Maryland. We border Pennsylvania and West Virginia, so we're super close to Pittsburgh. We're about 2 hours and 15 minutes from Pittsburgh, and Morgantown is maybe 45 minutes, if that. So we're super close. DC from us is about 2.5 hours, so we got a lot of stuff around us if you guys wanted to go out and do things or just adventure and explore and get away from campus. Frostburg used to be Division III. We recently went Division II just this past year, so we're in our provisional year. So far, everything's going great. It's been an amazing change for us. Great things are happening on campus. We're getting great updates, new things happening here and there, so it's been awesome.
At Frostburg State, what are some of your guys' academic strengths and most popular majors within your team?
So one of the most common, I would say the most 2 common majors within my team so far is nursing and, man, my mind just went blank. Nursing and our athletic training, degree that we have that's combined like exercise science and then you get your master's. So that around campus is a very popular major. We're also really known for our engineering program as well, and also like business, anything business, accounting, that's really popular at Frostburg as well.
So you were an athlete yourself at Alderson-Broaddus, as I was telling the viewers earlier. You were a part of the inaugural roster there back in 2013. So what was it like for you going through that and then being a head coach of a brand new team as well at Frostburg?
So my background was in cheerleading. So learning what acro was a whole new world. And I am so grateful that my friend who is now coaching, Emily Hostler, dragged me down there to visit the campus, and I'm just so thrilled to be a part of it. But learning it definitely came with, some challenges as any new sport or learning anything new. But it was really like eye-opening because I was like, oh, wow, like I can actually do this stuff. And coming from a cheer background, you don't hear that too often, that you can do like almost like a gymnastics thing, so to say. So it was really cool to be able to do that. And then also I got to transition into different positions while I was at AB. So I came in as a tumbler and a base, and I worked my way up, and I did a little bit of mid-leveling and topping as well. So that was exciting to get to grow as an athlete in that way as well. And then going to the coaching world, it was a total 360 there too. Being on the opposite side of the mat was, it's a weird feeling. Like I wanted to be out there so bad, but I wanted to be on that side and to coach them. It was an adrenaline rush my first year getting to be at Adrian and getting to coach. I was worried that I wasn't going to like it as much as I did, but after like our first 2 weeks of practices, and Ellen can vouch for this, I was like, I'm ready to compete. Like, let's go. And from there on, I kind of knew that I just loved acro. I loved everything about it, and I loved coaching, and I just wanted to be a part of it. And so when we were adding more schools, like more schools were listing, and I was like, oh, like head coaching, yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, but Frostburg came up, and I was like, man, that's super close to home. My parents are only an hour from the campus, and I was like, it would be really good to be like back home and like in that territory. So Ellen, she was like, "Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "I think I do." So she was like, "Let's get you ready." And she was amazing. She helped me get prepared and whatnot. And I kind of took a leap of faith, and I had never felt more prepared or more like confident going into an interview. And then I got the call in June, and that I got the position, and I was so ecstatic. I cried.
So going off of that, this sport is growing at such a rapid pace. Now we're at NCAA emerging sport status, making history pretty much every moment of every day. So will you just talk a little bit more about the significance for women to not only compete, but go on and make it a career? So many of our coaches nowadays, we're athletes or we're somehow involved, but just all the opportunities that there are within the NCATA now.
You know, all of my recruits, I tell them if they are coaching at their gym at or doing anything in that sort, I tell them from the get-go. I say the sport will open up doors for you. I didn't know that, and I got a major in, or my major was biology. That's what I got my degree in. And I'm not using that at this point. Coaching has truly become my passion and the life that I want to have. And I tell all of them if they even have like a little bit of an ounce of enjoyment doing that at their gym or anything of that sort, to really look into this. It's a great sport to be a part of because it does open the doors for them, and a lot of them I don't think realize that this is a door for them and a path for them to go. Because I know I've talked to quite a few cheerleaders specifically, and they're like, I didn't think that I could do this because I didn't have X, Y, and Z skills. And I'm like, no, you definitely can do this. You can be a very important person on this team. There's multiple positions, whether you are the leader or you're the voice or you're the example setter. Like there are so much more behind the scenes that you kind of don't realize versus like the 2-minute video that we show them about like what acro is, so to say. So I tell them all that they all are, a valuable player on the team. There's definitely a position for every one of them. And I kind of give them that reassurance that you will be in events, like especially part of a brand new program. Like you guys will see the mat. That's one of the positive things about a brand new program. You guys will get that exposure. You guys will get the game day jitters and all that stuff. So it's all them. They're making this program. I'm doing like all the dirty work behind, but it's them out on the mat. It's not me. So, but it's, and I also go back and I tell them if they want to get their master's in something, graduate positions are an amazing way to do that. And you can kind of get a feel if you want to coach. And if from there you decide that that's something that you want to do, then you already have your foot in the door. You can start applying for head coaching positions and you kind of take off from there. So it's not just a one way street for anybody. You can definitely grow from it. As a human, you can figure out if you want to do this, or you can realize that, it was fun as an athlete, but I'm better off on that side, not on the other side. So, but yeah.
Thank you so much, Katie. And thank you for everyone for tuning in to another episode of Conversations with Coaches. Up next will be Sarah Despaltro tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Emma Carmen, and remember, if you cannot tune in live to these Instagrams, they will be on all our social media at Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, so you can be sure to go back and watch every interview with coaches within the NCATA. Thank you so much again, Katie. Have a wonderful day.
Of course. Thank you, Emma. Everybody have a good day. Bye.